What's up, YouTube? DanCT860 here. Bringing you a deck profile on the channel where Goku loves to eat his fucking Skittles. Sorry, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I got a deck profile to show off after going to locals yesterday. Went 2-2. I was out back road basically with this deck of my Geargia, so I don't know. I had some tough matches. It was fun or whatever. Still learning with the deck, so yeah. So let's get into it. Of course, you got your 3 Geargia armors because it's your searcher and your giant ass, so that's what you need for Geargias. Then you got the accelerators. This, I guess second best card of the deck. It's your special summoner. Then 3 arsenal to get your armor faster. 3 Geargiano MK2 and 1 Geargiano standard. And I'm running the Karakuri version, so we're running 2 watchdogs and 1 strategist and 1 Birdman, because Birdman is awesome. That's all I ran for the monsters, nothing else. For spells, not too much of them. Mind Control, because Mind Control steals games for me. Freaking wonderfully. I was going against a mirror match before the tournament against my friend Will. His channel, Wilbur95, go check it out. Yeah, he set armor with no back row, and my turn came along. I set my armor, and then mind controlled it, and then he just scooped for game. It was funny. It was just second turn scoop. It was just hilarious. Book of Moon, 3 MSDs. So yeah, that's all the spells I really run. I might run a Dark Hole. I did run into some things where Dark Hole was kind of necessary late game. In my matches, and it would have gotten me game, especially against Sylvans. Went to game 3, and all I thought of to win game was if I ever had that Dark Hole main decked, and oh gosh, it would have just helped me so bad. That, or if I side decked goes in matches. I didn't realize I would be facing Sylvans. But 3 Geargianos, getting into the traps. I mean Geargia gears. So you could get your Geargianos. 2 Mirror Force, because Mirror Force is the best. I don't care. 3 Fiendish Chain, because Fiendish Chain is really good in Geargia Karakuri, in my opinion, because I run the Scrap Dragon. Along with the Call of the Haunted, because I could just Scrap Dragon if it's dead. And these weren't for the tournament. These weren't magic cylinders, but I wish I had played them, because it would have stolen me so many games with a lot of my matches, especially the Sylvan match, because he ran the rank ups, the 7th one, and summoned the Chaos Tachyon, whatever, the golden dragon looking card of 4500 attack, and he summoned that just for laughs and giggles, because he had 3 other monsters that would have gotten him game, but he decided to go into the rank up and then go beat me with the 4500 when I didn't have that many life points in the first place. But if I had this set, I would have won game, because he had 38, and that one attack would have just killed him. But these weren't cylinders. They were actually black horns that I borrowed off of my friend, and it was sad to say that I did not draw it at all in that game 3, so that kind of sucked. And I ran the 3 wiretap instead of trap stun. I didn't have trap stuns, but I think I would have gone with the 3 wiretap instead. Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh, well, that's the next card. And the one that I ran was Trap Hole, Compulse, and Solemn. I didn't run Torrential. I don't really like Torrential. If anything, I would have ran a Needle Ceiling, but I already traded all my Needle Ceilings away, so I didn't have it. But I like Compulse better, because it acted as another card to avoid the XYZs and all that. So yeah. For my extra deck, I ran 2 Geargia X, because it's Geargia X, so you have to. It's Geargia's. 1 101, 1 Maestro, 1 Cowboy, 1 Zen Mains, and I ran the Tomahawk because I didn't have like a Big Eye or a Draco Sack. They're like a little bit out of my price range. And I never really went into this, but I would have liked to if it came down to it. It would have just been so awesome to pull this off. Flip a Color Haunted to get my Watchdog, and just synchro with one of the tuners to bring out one of the other cards in my extra deck. So I'll just show you afterwards. For the synchros, 1 Black Rose, 2 Beret, 2 Beredo, and 1 Stardust, 1 Scrap Dragon, and the last card is Leo. Alright, so let's see. So for the Tomahawk, his effect is I detach 2 XYZ. Gosh, can't focus. 2 XYZ's materials off of this or whatever, and I get to special summon 2 tokens. They'll both be level 6s. So what I'll generally do is I'll go into my 2 berets, whatever, and if I don't OTK, I'll go into this, and then activate its effect, and I'll summon it in defense mode because clearly it's a 3000 defense ass with no attack, and activate its effect, and then flip a Call of Haunted for a Watchdog that should be in the graveyard by now, and then special summon it, and then synchro off of there to bring out my my Leo. So I'll have like ass and then domination right there for attack and all that. So that'd be great for coverage and board presence. So it worked pretty well. My side deck is a little weird, but most of the stuff really worked and helped me in some of my matches. Game 3s it didn't because I didn't draw into them that much, so that's what really screwed me up. But 1 system down for the mirror match. 2 Noblemen Across out. It helped me out so well. Never really got it off of hands because I didn't draw it when I was facing hands and all that. Did have to face some hats, or I did face a hat deck, and it was just terrible. I didn't draw as well as I should have. I ran 2 Necro Valleys because Necro Valley shuts down other decks easier than it shut down my deck. So I said why not, because it's easier for me to just have this over a DD Crow where I had to have to choose the perfect timing for it, when this could just shut down everything the whole time. It would just rape dragons or anything, which I didn't face or anything. And I didn't really face too many grave reliant decks, so that was kind of a bummer. 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors. I didn't face a lot of darks at all, really. 2 Light Imprisoning Mirrors because I would always run this card because I don't like Boojins at all. I don't like Constellars, and Light Swarms. Really, I don't really like Light Swarms all that well when I'm facing them. So yeah. 2 Rivalry. I'm starting to think I should run Gozen Match because I don't know. I think I just might run Rivalry and Gozen matches for this because there are still some decks that are different attributes and some decks that are actually different types. So I'm not really sure what's more important to the deck in this particular format because I'm not really paying attention to too much of the decks that are being played. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into it and decide. I actually have to get my goes and matches back from my friend that I let him borrow. Wilbur, you better give me back my shit. 2 Heraldi record. Just for the XYZ stuff, Exiton and all of that. It's a really good card. I had space, so I was like, you know what, why not? It's a good card and it's a counter. Soul Drain and Macrocosmos, because I feel it's pretty much a staple side deck cards for almost any deck. And yeah, that's my deck, my Geargia Karakuri deck that I ran for my locals. I'm gonna bring it to another locals tomorrow to practice it more, see if how I do. Might make some tweaks. Gonna find some space for what's it called, the dark hole, just because it'll help me out during late games and whatnot. If you think there's anything else that'll help me out with this deck, I'd be greatly appreciated for some criticism and all that. Just comment down below some things you might suggest, and whenever I'll take them into consideration. I'll probably do another deck profile after the tournament and whatever I decided. So later, YouTube. Thanks. Peace out.